Rochelle E. Goodrich, a contemporary poet, wrote, "It is to our own detriment that we underestimate the might of small and simple things. It is the simple things in life that can sometimes turn out to be most multifaceted. We often overlook the simple ideas simply because we think there is nothing more to them. We then gravitate towards the more challenging things and spend endless time and effort in decoding them. But first, understand the simple things, and you might not even have to waste time on the complicated things." And so, once upon a time, things were going exactly as Srinivasan had feared. His mother would come in from India and crush his American way of life under her strong South Indian influence. For a genetic scientist like Vasu, as Srinivasan was called by his friends, the only kind of order was disorder. So consumed he was by his research that the world and its affairs mattered little to him. When his last girlfriend walked out on him, "Find a girl on planet Srinivasan," she had screamed as she stormed out. Now, Vasu's mother had taken over the administration of the planet Vasu. It irritated him, this milk at night and Chyawanprash every morning. "Have you been wearing the same pair of jeans for the past 3 days?" Mother was beginning her morning interrogation. Vasu stared at his hot idlis in front of him, the Chyawanprash to follow, and the wardrobe interrogation that had begun. Something snapped in his mind. "Mom, I love you, and I love that you come all the way from India to take care of me, but please don't fuss over me. It irritates me, and then I cannot work." His mother did not really care if Vasu was upset. "The idlis are getting cold" was a matter-of-fact response. "You don't really care, do you, Mom?" "I care about you, Vasu. The work you do is all right. If you don't do it, someone else will do it." "Mom, I'm a genetic scientist. I'm working on the evolution of man, theory of evolution, Charles Darwin. Have you heard of him?" Vasu was exasperated with her unwillingness to understand. His mother sat down next to him and smiled. "I know Darwin, Vasu. I also know that what you think he discovered was old news in India." "Yeah, sure, Mom," Vasu said with sarcasm. "Well, if you're too smart, then listen to this," his mother countered. "Have you heard of the Dasha-avatar? The 10 avatars of Vishnu?" Vasu nodded. "Then let me tell you what you and Mr. Darwin don't know. The first avatar was the Matsya avatar. It means the fish. That is because life began in the water. Is that not right?" Vasu began to listen with a little more attention. Then came the Kurma avatar, which means the tortoise, because life moved from the water to the land, the amphibian. So, the tortoise denoted the evolution from sea to land. Third was the Vara avatar, the wild boar, which meant the wild animals with not much intellect. You call them the dinosaurs, correct? Vasu nodded wide-eyed. The fourth avatar was the Narsimha avatar, half man and half animal, the evolution from wild animals to intelligent beings. Fifth, the Vaman avatar, who could grow really tall. You know what that is? Because there were 2 kinds of humans, Homo erectus and Homo sapiens won the battle. Vasu could see that his mother was in full flow, and he was stupefied. The 6th avatar was Parshuram, the man who wielded the axe, the man who was a cave and forest dweller. Angry and not social, but the 7th avatar was Ram, the first thinking social being who laid out the laws of society and the basis of all relationships. The eighth avatar was Krishna, the statesman, politician, the lover, who played the game of society and taught how to live and thrive in the social structure. The ninth avatar, the Buddha, the man who rose from Narasimha and found man's true nature, the nature of Buddha. He identified man's final quest of enlightenment. And finally, my boy, will come Kalki, the man you're working on, the man who will be genetically supreme. Vasu looked at his mother, speechless. This is amazing, Mom. How did you... This makes sense. Yes, it does, Vasu. Now, have your Chyawanprash.